Here is a video on my progress with the Seasonal Kingdoms Research Camp. I have in my setup 7 huts, herbal huts. 2 of them are at 5, as you can see, and the rest are at 4. And what that does is I can make an equal amount of materials with all of these. So that 5, while the rest are 4, means that this hut creates twice as much. So even though I have 7 huts, I produce as if I have 9 huts at level 4. If I had the camp supplies to upgrade this, I would upgrade 2 huts to 6 and the rest to 5 so that I could have 9 level 5 hut productions coming out of there. I have 2 transmutation huts. One of them I use mostly for developing the materials I need for the current goal. So the current goal is that I'm capable of creating these in the hut. So that's 16.8 million of these items. So let me see. Hut recipe. This is correct, right? Yes. In order to make these in the hut, you need certain ingredients. So right now our recipe is at creating this amount. Once you unlock the row here, you can produce a large quantity of this, which is what we need because our last reward is 53.8 million of that. So I've got 3 of the recipes in this one, and my next goal is to unlock these 2. And what we do to decide, okay, what am I unlocking next? When you go into this recipe here, it's all done. But usually when you unlock, they'll tell you what type of ingredients you need. And it's a bit too late now, so you can't see. I need to get this amount of materials in order to do that. And the only way to get this so easily is to have a hut that creates the material that gives me those. I have a video earlier that shows more of a breakdown. Usually I buy all of the recipes that have the lower level ingredients as the sale price, and then when you see it hops up to the next level of ingredients, that's when you know it's time to activate the next level. So as soon as one of these recipes says you need these in order to get it open, that's when it's time to go here. And the denominations, it goes from 1,000 to 1,000,000. If you see that they're only asking for a few thousand, they're only expecting the lower recipe here. But as soon as it's asking for millions and tens of thousands, millions, that's when you know it's time to upgrade. And then you go to the next recipe that gives you that possibility. I'm almost done with this, so if you have any questions, you'll have to let me know. I do have another video where I went through all of these, and you can see what I put into my camp. But the setup is set up like this, so I have even production of everything. And one of the reasons why I do that is because when you're creating these orders, you can see here that there's a different demand. So you need more of these gold, but you only need a few of these. But if you pay attention, this is a low level and a lot of gold, and then this one you need a lot of purple, but an equivalent low level of the other ones. And then when you open up this one, the same thing. So these are done 3 times. Alternately in between these ingredients. So you're going to need the same equal amount of ingredients that you need. You're going to need 1.34 million purple, but then you're going to need 672, 672. And the same thing here, 1.34 million. Oh look, 672, 672. Same here, 134 million, 672, 672. So you need equal amounts of ingredients in order to do a set of 3. And I always do a set of 3 when I'm creating these ingredients. So I have blue, gold, and purple, and then I'll do blue, gold. I did a blue here, which is going to be a purple because I accidentally put the purple here. So that's where the purple is. And as you can see here, I have the gold, purple, and blue, gold, purple, and blue, and I have a gold and a blue, and the next one is going to be a purple, but I need to increase these amounts, and that's why they're in the queue. So I only use the Forest Pass and the smaller amounts of what's the word? Smaller amounts of ramp up packages. And what I mean by that is I go here, I'll take this one, and then I'll take the next one, which will be around 100, twice as much, and then maybe I'll take the next level. So the first 2 to 3 of this package I'll take, and then I won't take any more. I let it reset and I buy the cheap amounts again, and I do bits by bit and see where I am and measure out how much I need. So in order to I need to fill these 2 out, and that I'm going to need 67.8 thousand of some items up here. So that's what I'm working with now, and I will need 6 purple, I'll need 6 blue, and 1 yellow because I already opened up this larger quantity here. So I'm sorry, for these 2. So in order to get the next recipe, I'm going to need this amount, and this amount. But as you can see with this one, I've already unlocked this recipe, which produces a higher amount. So and if you look here, this says it's going to give me 2.68 million. This only gives me 13,000 K. So I'll have more than enough of the yellow. I hope that helps. Please send me any messages in SK. I am Little Kemet in Kingdom 1026.